Game 3 between the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Toronto Maple Leafs, Dennis, goes a little bit later on tonight. Our coverage here on the fourth period brought to you by BitBuy. Use referral code TFB to receive up to $50 in free crypto. Terms and conditions apply. Dennis, the last 10 minutes of Game 2 between the Leafs and the Lightning, the Leafs, they could have folded, they could have gave up, but they didn't. They kind of clawed their way back into the game. They need to take that final 10 minutes and implement it into Game 3, don't they?
Yeah, the question is, will Tampa Bay let them?
Yeah.
This is a team that's won 6 straight at home, going for 7 straight. The last team to win 7 straight at home in the playoffs was the Penguins between 2017 and 2018. But yeah, if you're trying to be optimistic with respect to the Maple Leafs' chances, you go focus on that 10 minutes. But again, did the Lightning downshift or did the Leafs upshift gears to get back in the game, made it 5-3, but ultimately did lose Game 2?
Yeah, when you look at the Leafs, they've gotten contributions from their big guns in Austin Matthews and Mitch Marner and Michael Bunting and, Kerfoot. They've had that secondary scoring, but a guy who's been really good in the faceoff dot, he just hasn't found the score sheet yet, is their captain, and that's John Tavares.
Yeah, it's time. He's making too much money, or to be frank, not to be producing in the postseason. He needs to be there. You can't do it with one line in the Stanley Cup playoffs. You cannot. And so Tavares has to get going from a production standpoint, or else they're just not going to win the series, or have to be totally frank.
It's funny, when you look at this series, there seems to be so much pressure on this Toronto Maple Leafs team, especially obviously up here in Canada, Dennis, and you obviously know, and even in some parts of the States, there's a lot of pressure. But in order to be the champion for the Toronto Maple Leafs, people need to remember Tampa Bay is still the 2-time champ.
What did Ric Flair say? To be the man, you got to beat the man.
Yeah.
And they showed again. Look, Irv, after Game 1, everybody sold Tampa down the river. They said, okay, they won 2 championships. They don't look engaged. They look tired. They look old. They said, hold on, timeout. It's a 7-game series. And that's what happens. We jump to conclusions in the playoffs after one game, and we shouldn't and should never count Tampa Bay out. Now they go home with the home ice advantage. I meant to streak at home. So to me, a very dangerous Tampa Bay Lightning team because they got back in the series in big time in Game 2.
Yeah, it's going to be fun for Game 3 a little bit later on this evening. DB, thank you so much. As always, our coverage here on the fourth period brought to you by BitBuy.